Hey, beautiful people. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is Jera, and this is the response video to my viral video titled, Why Can't They Leave Black Introverts Alone in the Workplace? Oh my God. I had no idea that that video was going to blow up the way it did. And you want to know what inspired me to upload that video and to record it even in the first place? So it was because one day I was on LinkedIn, just randomly scrolling, thinking to myself if I should update my profile or not. I decided not to because I don't know, I just didn't feel like it. But anyway, I'm just scrolling and scrolling, and I see that my old manager, the one I talked about in my video, the one that bothered me and told me that she was going to make me talk one day. Yes, her. I saw her and her photo and whatnot, and how she posted about getting a new job. And I'm just thinking to myself, oh my God, I hope she doesn't bother the introverts at that workplace the same way that she bothered me and a couple of other Black introverts as well. So I'm just thinking to myself, okay, then by that time it was time for me to record my next YouTube video. And I'm just like, okay, let me just talk about being Black and introverted in the workplace and see who can relate. I knew that some people could relate, but I did not know that it was going to get over, I think it's currently at 33,000 views right now as I'm recording this video. But yeah, like I said, I knew that people could relate to it, but I didn't know that it was going to blow up and I would get hundreds and hundreds of comments the way that I did. Thank y'all so much for that feedback. And before I get into the positive comments and the more relatable comments, I want to address some of the ignorant ones. Well, maybe just one, because I don't want to give a whole lot of people too much of my energy. But there's one comment, of course, I deleted it because I didn't want to keep that negativity on my page. But yeah, I deleted the comment, hid the user from the channel and whatnot. I did that to quite a few people, actually. But anyway, we're going to talk about this one person, Black lady, who I can't recall her name right now. Her YouTube channel name wasn't important anyway. But she had the nerve to put in all caps that I don't have any work ethic and that I was lazy and just all this other nonsense. It was like a whole mini paragraph. I didn't read all of it, but the things that stood out is what I just repeated. And I just want to tell her, or if she found a way to look at this video by creating another fake account, or if she's looking at this video through a friend of hers or whatever, you have no idea what work ethic means because I have that. I've been had it. To kind of break down what work ethic means, we're going to use Google. Okay. So I looked it up. Even though I know what it means, I just want to have a technical definition. So according to the internet, work ethic is a set of personal values that determines how any employee approaches their work. Then it goes on to say, employees with strong work ethic are highly motivated and produce consistently high results. And I've done that in quite a few jobs that I've had. Just go look at my LinkedIn page. I went ahead and updated it just for the purpose of this video here. I'm not trying to look for another job, but like I said, I listed some of my accolades and my achievements on my LinkedIn channel just for the purpose of this video, okay? And I might keep it up there because whatever, I don't feel like going back and changing it. And then we're gonna just go into a more detailed definition because it says, how do I describe work ethic? And it says showing up on time, meeting deadlines. I've done that because I worked in payroll and other jobs that required that. Being productive, having a positive work attitude. And here's the key thing here for us introverts, making the most of your time at work. And with that said, making the most time, what did it say? Yeah, making the most of your time at work. That does not entail sitting around or standing around gossiping about people, having these pointless conversations, being in these pointless meetings that should have been emails, and it's a long list of things. But yes, I do have work ethic, ma'am. And a lot of us introverts that are in the workplace, we have work ethic. Just because we choose not to have these, like I said, pointless conversations and choose not to laugh at your corny jokes, that does not mean we don't have work ethic. So understand that. Moving right along, gave her enough of my energy, enough of my time, right? So moving right along, for those people that left encouraging comments and relatable comments, like, oh my goodness, Ooh, some of y'all were saying that your productivity results were tampered with. You were being bullied in the workplace just because you don't talk enough or are not sociable enough. It's just such nonsense. And it's so sad that we have to go through this just to be accepted in the workplace. And it's so sad, right? Like I said before in the previous video, we should not have to code switch in order to fit in at the workplace. They should accept us for the way we are, understand how we are, and work around us instead of us working around them just to appease them and to satisfy their ego, right? Somebody left a comment. I can't think of it verbatim right now, but it says something to the effect of they teach us how to intermingle or accept the LGBTQ plus community. They teach us how to do that in the workplace. So why can't they figure out a way to hold a meeting or I guess to create a pamphlet or something to let people know how to understand introverts and how to work with the introverted employees in the workplace? I don't understand that. Like, it can't be that difficult, right? Moving along from that, I don't even know what the title of this video is going to be as I'm recording this. I'm like, wow, I didn't even think of a title for this video. So we're just gonna wing this. And I do want to point out the fact that I am not an HR professional. I was never an HR leader. I never wanted to work in leadership at these jobs, which is why if you go to my LinkedIn profile, you'll see that I job hopped a lot. And I'm proud of that. I'm not ashamed of that because I was never willing to code switch or just be someone outside of who I am naturally in order to climb the corporate ladder. I was never interested in that. I told myself if I wanted to be a leader or be a manager, I'd rather manage my own thing. And that's what I'm going to be doing here in the next month or so. I'm going to go full force, full-fledged into entrepreneurship. But but yeah, I just wanted to state the fact that I'm not an expert in, filing claims and as mentioned before in the last video, going to the EEOC and HR about certain things. I was just talking, just venting, getting things off my chest. So don't take my advice in that last video. Do not take that literally. I highly recommend that you go to the anti-HR channel. She's a Black lady. I think she worked in HR before. I'm really not 100% sure on that, but I follow her. I watched a couple of her videos and she does give actual advice and she does consultations with you if you are experiencing like severe workplace issues in terms of harassment and threats and things like that. And she'll give you like action steps and actual expert advice on your next step to take. So that's who I recommend that you go to if you're having like certain issues in the workplace. Me and this channel, I'm just getting things off my chest. I'm ranting. I'm taking you along my entrepreneurial journey. But like I said, I'm just kind of getting certain things off my chest that I've held on to for years because I was what you would consider job scared. I didn't want to talk about certain things because I wanted to stay employed, right? In order to pay my bills and have this certain sense of stability. But now my mind is totally open and awake to the fact that these jobs are not stable. They do layoffs left and right and all this other nonsense, these office politics. It just ruined my mental health. So at this point, again, I'm like, I'd rather work for myself. And that's where I am right now in this phase of my life. So that's what this channel is about. So I will go ahead and I will provide the link to Anti-HR's channel in my description. And I'll also put in the comments and I'll pin it so that you have somewhere to go when you need that expert advice, right? And you need a like one-on-one consultation. So yeah, that's that. And something else that cracked me up about that video and the responses that I got as well was the fact that I didn't even tell my family. Well, my sister knows about this YouTube channel. I think my mom does too, but nobody else outside of my family or nobody else on Facebook, they know about this YouTube channel. I had a YouTube channel before that I would promote on my Facebook page. And by doing so, I realized that may have been why that page never really took off the way that it should. So I'm like, okay, let me restart this one, get back active on this one, get more consistent on this channel and not tell nobody, not post anything to my Facebook page or nothing on my Instagram stories about this channel And look what it's done. It attracted people naturally, organically, instead of me being like, oh, subscribe to my channel on my, go to my Facebook page to be like, oh, watch this video and subscribe, doing all that. I'm like, no, let me just keep this to myself, keep it amongst just a couple of people or one person, and just see where the channel goes. So by doing so, my cousin texted me. I'm gonna do a screenshot here, somewhere up here is gonna be, but he told me he didn't know that I had a YouTube channel, and he, found it on his For You page or recommended page or whatever. And he's like, wow, that was a very powerful video and you should do more. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to continue on this wave of talking about introversion. I'm not quite sure where the channel will end up eventually, but I'm just going to take it one day at a time, one video at a time, right? I'm really glad that y'all are here. I'm glad that I was able to attract all the introverts in the workplace, or just introverts in general. To all the introverts that are still working a 9 to 5, or if you're working in tech sales like I used to do, or just planning your escape, just to try to hang in there as much as you can. If you feel like you cannot hang in there and you need to get out of there like ASAP or pretty soon, research careers that are best suited for introverts. You can go to, I love using ChatGPT, honestly. I know I just use Google to look up that definition about work ethic, but ChatGPT is my jam. So yeah, use that and ask them what would be the best career for me, considering the fact that I'm introverted. I work best solo. Explain to them your other skills as well. It could be something like I'm very detail oriented. I can meet deadlines consistently, things like that. You have to really feed Chat GPT certain prompts and ask them questions in a particular way in order to get a more detailed response, right? So yeah, just do that and it'll give you a list of careers or things you can do on the side, or even starting your own thing. And just follow that step by step, research what it takes, find you a community to be active in, to be involved in, and just take it one step at a time. Save your money, use a portion of your funds from your job to fund your dreams. And eventually, you'll be there. Just take several small steps in order to take that giant leap into entrepreneurship or leap into another career, things like that. You're going to be all right. Just take it from me. I'm a living witness to that. And also, I want to point out too, utilize your skills, your skill set, especially if you're working in tech sales. You have a plethora of transferable skills that would be amazing in entrepreneurship, right? Like the prospecting, you are talking to customers on the phone, you're initiating conversations. So utilize those soft skills, all those skills you're using on the job, to transfer them over into working for yourself or building a side hustle too. And also, you can work as an entrepreneur. Look up that word, intrapreneur. I think I spelled that correctly. An entrepreneur. If you know somebody that has their own business and you are skilled in marketing or building websites, perhaps you can work with that business owner to provide your services. And that way, you're working as, I guess you would consider that a 1099 worker. And that could be something for you to do on the side until it takes off, for you to leave these corporate jobs with these corny jokes and whatnot. So yeah, just consider that as well. But anyway, I'm so glad that that last video was able to resonate with so many people. And it's kind of a weird thing to say I'm glad that it resonated, because it's also sad that it resonated as well, too. Oh, and also I left a couple of comments in there from people who found the video who are not Black and introverted. Some people were white and introverted. They said that in the comments, but they were allies of us as well. So they were able to empathize with what we were experiencing. And of course, I deleted some comments from white people that found the video and they said, I'm not Black and I'm not introverted. I don't know how this video found me. Ma'am, sir, it's because you're probably the one that's bothering the introverted Black people in the workplace. That's how the video found you, because you were the very person that I was talking about. So needless to say, that comment was deleted, because why would you even comment or watch the video if it doesn't even apply to you? So my thing is, again, it applied to you because you are the person that I was talking about. You felt guilty. So the algorithm or the universe found a way to get that video into your vicinity and you felt triggered. That's all it was. But anyway, moving right along. Again, thank y'all so much for the incredible responses to that last video. And I'm still struggling with what to title this video, even as I'm concluding or closing out this message here. I have no idea what I'm going to title this, but I don't want to title it as a part two because based on my own research, when people do these part twos or they have the title on the thumbnail about part two, it does not get as much of a response or does not get as many views as the previous video that they were talking about. So I got to be real strategic and smart about that. But anyway, again, I appreciate you all for finding my channel, for subscribing, for watching the previous videos as well. I cannot thank you enough. And I have quite a few ideas on next topics that I'm going to talk about regarding introversion and some more workplace rants, of course. And yeah, sometime in March, I'm going to share my entrepreneurial journey, what I'm going to be doing, and we're going to take it from there. As I say at the end of all my videos, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, and I'll see you next time. My videos are posted every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.